matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
One sexpert claims 10 days after a woman ovulates, in the mid-afternoon is the best time for both men and women to have the most emotionally satisfying sex. And this sexpert claims it's all about the estrogen that fuels both the men and women feeling so emotionally sexed together.
I think connected.
About the hormones. I think we need to qualify here that yes, testosterone gives us that sexual urge, but I guess what they're suggesting here is that the estrogen component, and this is for men and women, that just makes us more emotionally ready for sex. And we've said it a million times, our biggest sex organ
right
is
here, between your ears, the brain.
Yeah. Right, doctor?
Well, I think the best time is when you're both in the mood and able. The mid-afternoon, 10 days after ovulation.
Travis, it takes two to tango. And if I don't...
Can you imagine you're in the middle of your workday?
Yeah.
Honey, I think it's 10 days out.
Here we go.
I'll see you at home at 2:30.
Well, no, I think 3 p.m. for some of us who work may be a little bit of a challenge.
Yep.
And then a lot of us moms, 3 p.m. is when your kids get out of school.
Absolutely.
So that's not necessarily what you're thinking about. But I like the idea that they're looping in the estrogen in this piece because it does make you feel more connected to your partner. Women may feel more satisfied and more fulfilled from sex, as can men, because their estrogen plays a role too.
And you know, I think the study really points out, and by the way, this was just one study. Other studies have shown that it's before ovulation or during, that nature is wiring us to procreate. And you know, women's faces when you're ovulating, they get a little prettier because they're a little bit more full. And in research, men have rated women's faces, and they pick the women who are actually the most fertile at that time of the month.
That's why I still believe that research.
Are you ovulating? I mean, I've never tried that, but I mean, if it works,
evolutionarily, that makes sense, right? If that is going to promote procreation and having children. So
that's why I don't know that I buy this sexpert as much as the other studies, because there's a reason why there are inexplicable things that happen in our lives. Why, for instance, are you particularly attracted to someone at a given point in time? Well, it makes sense. If they're fertile and you're trying to have a child, it would make sense biologically that during ovulation would be the time when everyone is ready to tango.
We're animals just like the dogs and the cats and everyone else that has these so-called estrus cycles that have a specific time, and it does all get back to procreation and continuing the species.
Absolutely.
But what do you think about this? I'm curious. This particular sexpert saying, you know, no, it's not during ovulation, it's 10 days after, mid-afternoon. What do you think?
I think this sexpert is targeting on one hormone, and we know that it's a complex symphony. Most of the data really supports that it's probably when you're the most fertile, not after. And you know, what's also really interesting is that women who take the pill, they actually don't experience an increase in libido. And we also see that single women are more likely than women in relationships to notice that their libido is increasing. So it's almost like nature saying, it's time to be in a relationship, it's time to get busy. Nature is trying to get us to do that. But I think we also have to remember, if you are somebody who is, let's say you're 60 years old, you can also get in the mood not with hormones, but with your brain, you know? So if you want to have a great romantic evening at 7 p.m., and who cares? If you are still having a period at all, you can still get in the mood when you want to. So that's cool too.
Well, and that's the whole thing. Just be thankful you're still getting in the mood.
And I think what you were saying is correct. That whatever time it is, if it's the time for you and your partner to connect and you're both on the same page, God bless. Like, that's the time.
Do you all have a specific time?
I'll tell you, morning is a heck of a way to start your day.
The smile on her face, she may have, I'm not going to ask her, but it looks like that may be the way she started her day today. But
I will say the morning is that you haven't gotten anything else in your mind yet. It's an amazing way to wake up. You take your shower.
Nowadays in modern society where we're always connected with devices and TVs, I feel like it's the one time of day where you can just roll over, you're out of your slumber, and it's just the two of you. That's it. Yes, I agree.
I love it.
Or you could just be like Drew, try them all.
Exactly.